So velocity means you have to tell with the direction. If your direction is changing means your velocity also change, right? Then displacement by time taken we called as a velocity. Displacement also vector quantity. Distance is scalar quantity. So so displacement depends on direction, okay, and distance depends on only magnitude. So velocity equal to displacement by time taken, but speed equal to distance by time taken. Okay, velocity is a vector quantity, speed is scalar quantity, and both are having the same units, meter per second or kilometer per hour. Next, average velocity. Average velocity means the total displacement by total time taken. Average velocity equal to total displacement by total time taken. We call that average velocity, right? So average velocity, we can say that if body is moving with initial velocity, so half of the time it is moving with initial velocity, remaining half of the time it is moving with final velocity. No, no, no. So in this case, the mean of the initial velocity and final velocity. Suppose body is moving with some initial velocity, right? And it reaches to some velocity, final velocity. Then what is the average velocity? How will you find the average velocity? Initial velocity plus final velocity by 2, right? Initial velocity plus final velocity by 2. So average velocity equal to u plus v by 2. Then speed and velocity have the same units, meter per second, kilometer per hour. Then rate of change of velocity. Rate of change of velocity. The rate of change of velocity. Suppose you are changing your velocity is changing. Suppose initially I am moving 0. So while starting I am starting from the rest, right? So when you are moving with when you are moving from the rest, your rate speed is slowly, gradually it increases, right? So that means what? You are starting from the 0, right? Your speed is slowly, gradually increases to some velocity, that is 10 kilometer per hour or 20 kilometer per hour or 30 kilometer per hour. Slowly your velocity is changing and finally it reaches to 50 kilometer per hour, right? In in 1 minute of time. Let us assume in 1 minute of time, or in 50 seconds. Let us assume in 50 seconds. Or we can say that in 1 minute of time, your speed is reached to 60 kilometer per hour. The body starts from the rest, okay? Finally, it reaches to 60 kilometer per hour. Means gradually your speed is increasing. So if your speed is increasing with respect to time, means you are accelerating. Suppose you are applying brake, you want to stop the car. So for that you are applying the brake. So you are applying the brake means your car speed gradually decreases. Your car speed gradually decreases means it indicates your car is decelerating. With respect to time, your car speed is decreasing. When it is decreasing with respect to time, your car is decelerating. When will you say this car is accelerating? If your speed is increasing with respect to time, that we can change that you are accelerating. This is means rate of change of velocity. Your velocity is changing with respect to time. During uniform motion of a body in a straight line, the velocity remains constant with the time. In this case, the change in velocity at any time interval is 0. During uniform motion of a body in a straight line, the velocity remains constant. Your body velocity, suppose you are moving the car, your car is moving on a straight line, your direction of the car also not changing, and car maintaining the same speed. Means car is moving with constant velocity. If there is no change in the velocity, means car is moving with only 60 kilometer per hour. So the driver of the car is not increasing speed and not decreasing speed. He is maintaining constant speed. So there is no change in the velocity means there is no change in the acceleration. So when will you come to acceleration term? When there is a change in the speed. If there is no change in the speed, there is no change in the acceleration, right? Acceleration in that case 0. You have to take acceleration in that case 0. Okay, what will happen here? You are maintaining the same constant velocity and you are moving in the same direction. That's why velocity is constant here, right? If velocity remains constant with the time, so in this case, your acceleration is 0. There is no change in the velocity. Velocity is not changing. It is not increasing. It is not decreasing. It is always moving with 60 kilometer per hour only. Initially also 60 kilometer per hour. After some time also it is 60 kilometer per hour. 60 minus 60, that is 0 only, right? There is no change in the velocity. Suppose my car maintaining 60 kilometer per hour, suddenly I raise to 100 kilometer per hour after certain gap, after certain time. Means what is the change in my velocity? 100 minus 60, that is my change in the velocity with respect to time. If there is a change in velocity with respect to time, in that case you are accelerating. When will you say you are not accelerating? If you are moving with constant velocity, in that case you have to say you are not increasing your speed, right? You are not decreasing your speed. You are maintaining the constant speed or constant velocity. Your direction also not changing, right? If there is no increase, no decrease in the velocity, means there is no change in the velocity. 60 minus 60 always it will give 0. So in that case you are not accelerating. Your acceleration value is 0. So in this case you have to consider your acceleration value is 0. When will you consider your acceleration value is 0? When you are moving with constant velocity. Okay, in that case your acceleration is 0. So that is in uniform motion. If you are moving with uniform motion, means your acceleration value is 0. Always remember. Okay, if you are moving with uniform motion, means your acceleration value is 0. So in that case you are moving with constant speed or constant velocity, right? So in the case of, suppose in during non-uniform motion your velocity is changing. Non-uniform motion means your speed is increasing, decreasing, your speed is varying. That means you are moving in non-uniform motion, right? During non-uniform motion the velocity changes with the time. So in this case, the change in velocity at any time interval is not 0, right? Suppose you are moving 60 km per hour. I gradually increase to speed 80 km per hour. Okay. So within 1 hour, I increases to speed 80 km per hour. 60 to 80, I reach it to 80, right? So what is my acceleration? 80 minus 60 by 1. Okay. So 80, suppose initially I am moving with 60 km per hour. Let us assume initially I am moving with 60 km per hour. Within 2 hours gap, I reach it to 120 km per hour, right? So in this case, what is change in my velocity? 120 minus 60, that is my change in velocity, 60 km per hour by within 2 hours gap, within 2 hours. So 60 km per hour by 2 hours. That will give you 30 km per hour square. Okay, in each hour you are increasing your speed 30 km per hour. In next hour you are adding again 30 km per hour. That means you are accelerating with 30 km per hour square. Okay, so let's say you are accelerating, your speed is changing or decreasing, or in that case you are accelerating or decelerating. When will you say that acceleration is 0? If you are moving with uniform motion, in that case acceleration value is 0, right? How will you calculate the acceleration? Acceleration equal to final velocity minus initial velocity by time. Here final velocity is a v, initial velocity is a u, and by time. So this will give the acceleration. The SI unit of the acceleration is meter per second square, right? So when will you say you are moving with uniform acceleration? When will you say you are moving with non-uniform acceleration? Acceleration means increase in the speed. You are increasing in the speed. How you are increasing the speed? Gradually you are increasing, slowly and gradually with respect to time you are increasing equal speeds. Okay, so how you are increasing? You are maintaining equal speeds in equal time and intervals. Then we can say that you are moving with uniform acceleration, right? Acceleration means accelerating. You are accelerating your vehicle by increasing your accelerator, right? Accelerating means that accelerating means given like that only. You are suppose in your bike in left right hand side acceleration is there. When you rotate like this, right? When you rotate like this, what will happen? The speed of the bike will increases, means accelerated, right? When you don't like this, the speed of vehicle decelerated, right? So when you do like this, it will get accelerated. When you do like this, it will get decelerated. Means if you are accelerating your vehicle, how you are accelerating? Not suddenly, you are not increasing suddenly. Your speed gradually increases. Slowly you are increasing your speed with step by step with respect to time. So in that case, we can say that you are moving with uniform acceleration, right? Suppose when we say that you are moving with non-uniform acceleration, suddenly you are raising the vehicle speed, suddenly you are decreasing, suddenly you are raising, suddenly you are decreasing. Your speed is not increasing, not decreasing, constant with respect to time. So in that case, we can say that you are not moving with uniform acceleration, you are moving with non-uniform acceleration. Suppose first 10 minutes I increase to speed 30 km per hour. Next 10 minutes I increases to again 90 km per hour. Next 10 minutes I reach it to 150 km per hour. My speed is not increasing constantly with respect to time. So in that case we can say that I am moving with non-uniform acceleration, right? Suppose you are increasing slowly. Suppose you are moving with 0. After 10 minutes you reach it to 30, and again after 10 minutes you reach it to 60, again you reaches to 90, again you reaches to 120, again you reaches to 150 with respect to time gap, right? If you are increasing speed like that with respect to time, you are increasing equal speeds, right? So if there is change in velocities equal in equal intervals of time, then we can say that you are moving with uniform acceleration, right? If the change in the velocity is equal in equal intervals of time, then we can say that you are moving with uniform acceleration. Suppose you are suddenly increasing speed, suddenly decreasing speed, right? Suddenly you are increasing, but you are not increasing equally with respect to time. So in first hour you increases to 10 kilometer per hour. So immediately next 10 minutes your speed increases to 100 kilometer per hour. It suddenly increases, your speed is going to suddenly increases. So in that case, you are moving with non-uniform acceleration. If the change in velocity is unequal, that is not equal in equal intervals of time, then we can say that it is not, you are moving with non-uniform acceleration, right? So next one, graphical representation of the motion. Then how will you represent the distance time graph? So where we have to take the distance, we have to take the distance on the y-axis and time on the x-axis. When you plot the graph, if you get like this graph, so this graph is here, we got here straight line graph, right? It is moving from the origin. So what it will indicate, suppose this is 0 to 5 seconds. Within 5 seconds, your speed, you cover 10 meters distance, right? So next to 10 seconds, again you cover the 10-meter distance, right? From 10 to 20, you move 10 to 20. And next 10 seconds you move to again 20 to 30, and each 5 seconds of time, how much distance you are covering? 555 meter covering. That means you are covering equal distances in equal interval of time. So that means you are moving with uniform motion. So in this case, you are moving with uniform motion. Slope of the distance time graph will give you speed or velocity. Slope of distance time graph, velocity, speed. So when it will same velocity and the distance, velocity and speed, if object is moving in straight line, in that case velocity and speed both are same, right? If object is moving in the circular path, in that case not same. Speed is constant, but velocity is not constant. Velocity is not same. When will you say the speed and velocity same? If object is moving on straight line, in that case speed and velocity both are same, because there is no change in the direction, means velocity also equal to speed only, right? So here what is happening, your vehicle is covering within 5 seconds you cover 10 meters, next 5 seconds you cover next 10 meters, next 5 seconds you cover next 10 meters, like in equal time of intervals you are covering equal distances. So that means you are moving with uniform velocity, right? Uniform speed, we can say that uniform speed also. Always remember, the change in the distance by time, what it will give? Velocity, right? So always remember, the slope of this graph will give you slope of this graph, that is change in the distance with by change in time. So distance by time, what will you get here? Distance by time, what will you get? Speed, right? Slope means, what is slope indicates, right? Slope equal to, what is the definition of the slope? Slope equal to change in y-axis with respect to change in x-axis. With respect to change in x-axis, what are the changes happening in the y-axis? That will give you the slope, right? So here with change in the x-axis, there is a change in the y-axis also, right? So y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 will give you slope, right? In this case, in y-axis, what are the values we are taking on y-axis? Distance only we are taking, right? So distance only we are taking here. Distance, change in the distance means s2 minus s1 by change in time, t2 minus t1. So distance by time, what will you get? Distance by time, that will give you speed, right? Distance by time, speed, right? So change in the distance. So I am taking here s1 distance 10. Okay, within 5 seconds I covered the 10 meter of distance. At t1 I covered s1 distance, that is 10 meter. So within next 10 seconds at t2 I covered s2 distance 20, right? At t1, at t1, within 5 seconds I cover the 10 meters. So next 5 seconds I cover the 20 meters. So what is the speed in this case? What is the speed in this case? What is the speed of the object in this case, right? How will you calculate speed of the object? By calculating the slope, we can know that the speed of the object. Okay, slope of distance time graph will give you speed or velocity. Always remember slope of distance time. Distance by time is related. Okay, slope means y-axis by x-axis only. Slope means y-axis by x-axis. Y-axis distance is there, x-axis time is there. Distance by time, what will you get? Velocity you will get, right? Or speed you will get. So slope equal to s2 minus s1. So how much is your s2 value of? Your S2 value is 20 and S1 value is 10, right? T2 value is 10 and T1 value is 5. So 20 minus 10, 10 and 10 minus 5 is 5. Then 2 meter per second. Your velocity is 2 meter per second. In each 1 second, you are moving 2 meters of distance. Like that, in 5 meters, you cover 10 meters distance, right? Okay, 10 by 5. That is 2 meter per second. Your speed or velocity is 2 meter per second. Okay, is it clear, everyone? So here graph is our object is moving with uniform speed. So in this case, uniform speed means our object covers equal distances in equal intervals of time. Then you will get graph like this. Okay, the graph is moving from the origin and also it will get straight line. Okay, you will get straight line here. When you draw the graph between distance and time, when you take the values, so you will get the straight line. So this graph indicates you are moving with uniform motion, right? You are moving with uniform motion. Then how will you determine the slope? So how will you determine the speed? By calculating the slope, right? Slope equal to change in the y-axis by change in the x-axis. Here y-axis distance values are there and x-axis time values are there. So change in distance by time, what will you get? Speed only. Distance by time, speed or velocity. Speed here 2 meter per second in this case, right? Is it clear, everyone? Yes? Okay. So next, move on to the next one. Yeah, here you see we got here curved line. Yeah, this is not the straight line. Means our object is our object covers unequal distances in equal intervals. Okay, then only you will get like this graph. Okay, you will get like this graph. If you get curved graph between distance and time, that indicates your object is moving with non-uniform motion, right? Unequal distances in equal intervals of time. You are covering unequal distances in equal intervals of time. That means your object is not moving constantly, not moving with constant uniform motion. Okay, your distance is varying with respect to time, right? So your distance is not constant with respect to time. Okay, your object is covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time, then we can say that object is moving with uniform motion. So this graph indicates your object is moving with uniform motion. Next one, velocity time graphs. Okay, suppose here we have the graph. So where we have to take the velocity we have to take on the y-axis, and on x-axis you have to take time, right? Where we have to take the time value, on x-axis we have to take the time value, on y-axis we have to take the velocity value. Is it clear? So now you see here we have the straight line, which is parallel to the time axis. In this graphs we have the straight line. You see here in this graphs we got here straight line. Just a minute. In this graph we got the straight line. You see the straight line here, A to B, right? So here we got one straight line. I will increase the size, right? This is A to B. Means what it will indicate, right? So the velocity at 20 km/h, we got the straight line. Means with respect to time, your velocity is not changing, right? You see here at 5 seconds, your vehicle speed is 20 km/h only. After 10 seconds, again your vehicle speed is 20 km/h only. After 5 seconds, again your vehicle speed is 20 km/h only. Okay, your speed is constant with respect to time. Your speed is not changing with respect to time. So it will indicate you are moving with constant velocity. What it will indicate? You are moving with constant velocity. Your velocity is not changing. You see, always with respect to time, you are maintaining the same speed, right? 20, 20, 20, 20 only, right? Means you are moving. You are driving your scooty. How you are driving your scooty? You observe the speedometer. In your speedometer, always it is showing 20 only. Your needle is not fluctuating. right? Your speedometer is not fluctuating, it is showing only 20 kilometer per only, right? That means you are moving with constant velocity, right? You are moving with constant velocity with respect to the time. Your speed is not changing, your speed is not varying, right? It is always showing 20 kilometer per hour only, right? So what it will indicates, your vehicle is moving with constant velocity, means uniform velocity. Your vehicle is moving with constant velocity or uniform velocity. If you got the parallel line to the time axis, then we can say that you are moving with constant velocity. Your velocity is always the same, that is 20 kilometer per hour only. You see here, always you are getting the same thing here, 20 kilometer per hour, 20 kilometer per hour, 20 kilometer per hour with respect to time. Your speed is not changing with respect to time, means you are moving with constant velocity, means uniform velocity. In this case, your acceleration is zero. Why your acceleration is zero? Your velocity always 20, 20, 20, 20, right? Acceleration means what? Acceleration means change in velocity by time, right? So you are always maintaining the same velocity, that is 20 minus 20 by time. With respect to time, time you take your, so time is changing, right? 20 minus 20 is 0, 0 by something, right? 0 by something, 0 only. Then acceleration in this case, 0. Now you remember here, slope of distance time graph will give you velocity or speed, but slope of velocity time, what it will give? What it will give? Slope of velocity time. So y-axis by x-axis, what I told, slope means y-axis by x-axis, right? Slope equal to, I'll take another color. Slope equal to change in y-axis by change in x-axis. Okay, what are the changes happening with respect to x-axis? What are the changes happening in the y-axis with respect to change in the x-axis, right? Then what are the changes you will get here? Again, it is showing 20, 20, 20 only. The time it is varying 5 to 50 seconds. That is leave it, right? Then your velocity is the constant 20 minus 20, right? Velocity, change in velocity by time. What will you get here? Acceleration. On y-axis we are taking velocity, right? Right. On x-axis we are taking time, means change in y-axis by change in time, means change in velocity by time. What it will give? Acceleration. Okay, then slope of velocity time graph will give you acceleration is 0. In this case, slope is 0, not constant. Sorry, constant is different. Here slope is 0. Slope is 0 means we are showing only same y values. Okay, change in the y value always 20 minus 20, it will give the same value only. 20 minus 20, 0 only. Okay, so in this case acceleration you will get 0 only. Is it clear, children? Right? So on y-axis what you are taking? Velocity. On x-axis what you are taking? Time. If you get the graph like this, A to B, that is timeline, it's a parallel to the time axis line. Okay, so in this case your velocity is constant, right? In this case your velocity is constant. If your velocity is constant, there is no change in the velocity, means acceleration is 0. You are moving with uniform motion. Okay, in the case of uniform motion, acceleration value is 0. Is it clear? Right. Next one, move on to the next one. Yeah. Now you see, this is a graph. What are the graph it tells you? Now you see here, I will explain this graph. So in velocity, where you are taking velocity? On y-axis you are taking, right? On x-axis what you are taking? Time values you are taking. With respect to time, let us see, with respect to time, what is happening here? With respect to time, what is happening here? So within 10 seconds, your body reaches to the speed 10 meter per second. Next 10 seconds, your body reaches to 20 meter per second. Means how much gap it is? 10 only. So how much gap it is? 10 only. That means equal intervals of time, equal speed. Let us see one more value. So 20 to 30, what is the gap? Again 10 only. Again your speed increases to 10, right? So again you are getting here equal increase in the speed, right? So you are increasing in the speed, you are accelerating. How you are accelerating? You are accelerating uniformly, right? You are accelerating uniformly. Your speed is increasing. Your speed is not constant. Your speed is always changing. You see. So within 10 seconds, your speed is increases to 10, right? Within 10 seconds, your speed reaches to 10 meter per second. In next 20 seconds, your speed reaches to 20 meter per second, and 30 seconds, the speed is at 30 meter per second. Means your speed is equally increasing with respect to time. Okay, if a body velocity is increasing with the time, with respect to time, then the graph is the straight line. So having the increasing the slope. Your slope is increasing, right? Slope is increasing. This is because the velocity increases by equal amounts with equal intervals of time. So the velocity is increasing equally with equal intervals of time, right? So within 10 seconds of gap, your speed is increases 10, right? So how this happening, right? The velocities increases equal amounts with equal intervals of time. So then you will get like this straight line. Where slope of velocity time graph, what it will give? Slope of velocity time graph, what will it do? What it will give? Change in velocity by change in time. Let us say this is v1 velocity and this is v2 velocity, right? So 20 minus 10 by and 20 minus 10. What will you get here? 10 by 10, 1 meter per second square. So this will give you acceleration, right? Your body is accelerating, right? Why it is accelerating means your speed is increasing. Speed is increasing. If speed is increasing with respect to time means your vehicle is accelerating. Your vehicle speed is increasing gradually, slowly with respect to time. Equally it is increasing. It is covering equally. It is increasing equal velocities in equal intervals of time. Then we can say that it is moving with uniform acceleration. Okay, here moving vehicle is moving with uniform acceleration. So at 0 second vehicle speed is 0 second, the body is starting from the rest means your velocity is 0 here, right? Body is starting from the rest means velocity of the body here 0, right? So within 30 seconds the body reaches to 30 meter per second, right? That indicates you body is moving with uniform acceleration, right? So body is moving with uniform acceleration. And also the area under velocity time graph will give you distance, right? Always remember area under VT graph will give you distance. Okay, y-axis by x-axis, when you take like this you will get acceleration. Okay, if you do like this y-axis into x-axis, okay, y-axis into x-axis, you will get area, distance, right? Area under the curve velocity time graph give you distance. Always remember, this is a very important point. So what is the distance covered between the A and E? How will you calculate the distance covered between the A and E? How will you calculate? This is the time gap, that is how much? 10 to 30. And this is look like a trapezium, right? The area of the trapezium. You have to find the area of the trapezium. How will you find the area of trapezium? Area of trapezium equal to area of ABCDE is there, right? Area of ABCD is there. So I am dividing this area into two parts. Okay. Suppose you put line like this. Okay. You put line like this. You will get one triangle, and you will get one rectangle. Right? Area of the triangle plus area of the rectangle. When you divide like this, or you can take area of the trapezium directly also. Right? Area of velocity time graph. What it will give? What it will give? Area of velocity time, what it will give? Distance it will give, right? So distance equal to velocity into time or speed into time, right? So area, so you have to calculate area. The area under this graph, it covers A, B, C, D, E. This will give you trapezium, right? So you can apply the area of the trapezium directly, or if you don't know the trapezium area formula, then we can say we can divide into two parts. So first one is the triangle, and here bottom we got here rectangle. Area of rectangle ABCD and area of triangle ADE. What is the area of the rectangle? Length into breadth. Here length is length is BC and breadth is AB. AB into BC. So what is the AB value we have here? AB value is 10 and BC value 30 minus 10, 20. Plus area of the triangle ADE, right? This is the triangle ADE. What is the area of the triangle we have here? Half into base into height, right? Half into AD into D, right? So this is the area of triangle, half into AD into D. Already it is there. Half into AD into D. Right. So AD value is again 10 to 30 gap, that is 20 only, right? And what is the D? D increases to 10 to 30. So this will give you also 20. Right? How much you get? How much you will get here? 10 into 20 is 200, right? So here 10 into 20, 200. So total 400 meter. Okay, then what it will indicates, within 10 seconds to 30 seconds of gap, your vehicle is covered how much distance? 400 meter distance. So it indicates within 10 seconds to 30 seconds of the gap, your vehicle is covered how much distance? 400 meter distance your vehicle is covered during this time.